Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with maybe a familiar face, Geoffrey Zakarian, Chef Geoffrey Zakarian, who has restaurants all over the world. In this case, we're here at the Borgata in Atlantic City, and yes, he does have a restaurant here. We're going to learn about all that and more, and the food festival that's going on this weekend on Insider Travel Report. Now, Geoffrey, first of all, what is the restaurant here that you have?
Well, we actually run the food and beverage for Water Club.
Okay, we were staying there. It's wonderful.
So Borgata is divided into two. So there's a 3,000 room hotel called Borgata.
Right.
And then there's a little hallway, and then there's the Water Club. And what separates them is that the Water Club has no gambling, and it's sort of the quieter, more sort of high-end, I guess, rooms, and the Borgata is like the party animal.
Okay.
So we take care of all the food and Water Club, and Borgata takes
all the room service and everything,
and all the food and the restaurant, the sunroom, and all the other food is taken care of by Borgata. So we are one family, but we are sort of separate, but not really.
Yeah. Now, here we are at the food festival, this ultimate food festival. What's the impact of an event like this in terms of getting more guests interested in the Borgata and things like that?
You have 5 tonight. You have usually 4, but tonight you have 5 Iron Chefs here. There's nowhere in the United States that has 5 Iron Chefs. Nowhere. So that's one thing. And secondly, we have been here since I think 2004.
Okay.
And it is probably one of the most successful casino, resort, and spas ever opened on all aspects, on food and beverage, on actual profitability for casinos. It's just a remarkable building, Borgata, and we've been here from the beginning, so we're delighted to be here.
Well, I was at the opening of Borgata before Water Club many years, 15 years ago, and it was an amazing opening, and it really changed Atlantic City, and this one has proven to be ultimately successful throughout.
If you've noticed, it hasn't changed, and there's been a lot of changes in Atlantic City, economics and things have happened, but Borgata's always been the best. Yeah. And
now, what's the impact? You have food and beverage around the world in different restaurants. What is the impact food and beverage has on hospitality, on hotels? And for a while, you also work with a cruise line too.
Well, it's everything if you do it right. If you don't do it right, it's not very impactful. But you have to give people a sense of animation. They have to feel it's relevant. They have to feel it's really the best they can get, and there has to be some value. So we try to do all 3 things. It's really hard, but we've been very successful in doing that because we only focus on the food and the experience. We don't do a lot of things. We do a few things very correctly, and that's our secret. Do 1 or 2 things correctly, get it right, and the people will come back all the time, especially here in Borgata because this is a very discerning crowd, and you have a lot of great restaurants here. So Bobby does his thing, Michael Simon does his thing, I do my thing.
Wolfgang does his thing.
Wolfgang does his thing, and we all get along well, and we all do something very different, and people respond to it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we see this in Vegas happen a lot, but here it's different. We're close to New York and everything else.
You are 2 hours from New York minimum, and it's a much smaller environment. The only I would say Borgata is the only place to really come when you go to Atlantic City. Yeah. And it's everything that's in this building, so you don't have to leave the building.
Well, we've enjoyed the food here immensely. I've been back. We're staying in the Water Club, so I guess we should order a room. So I guess we should order room service to give it a try.
I'm going to do that tomorrow, actually.
Okay, that's a good idea. Well, listen, it's been wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
And I've enjoyed your food in various different locales around the world. It's great to see you here, and it's a great reason to come and bring your clients to Borgata. Geoffrey, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.